European audiences. Fucking idiots.
They're the best. What are you talking about? They're the most engaged people.
For a big crowd of confused people that don't even follow along with what's really going on, yeah, they're great. It's like, let's just do a random soccer chant here. Should we cheer? No, we're going to boo now. I don't know what we're doing.
There's like 20,000, 40,000 people who know exactly what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. You're the confused.
They're bad at it. Europeans are bad at it.
It's amazing.
Your crew is probably the worst crowd I've ever seen. I'd rather watch Palestine be the crowd.
How can we get canceled before we even start?
At least they'd have a reason to cheer. Little by little.
Christ.
What are we doing?
Kayfabe Wrestling Talk?
Right, I forgot.
Oh, welcome. This is going to take a while, isn't it?
Okay.
There you go. Get it out.
Welcome to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. Sitting here with Mathew, Barnaby. My name is Nick. This is a breakdown of Raw and SmackDown from August 23rd and 5th, 22nd and 5th,
Close. Yeah,
22nd and 5th in one awesome place and England. So, how's it going, first of all? Burns?
I mean, if you're going to start off coming in hot like that, I got to say, I know your beef is with the UK crowds and their chants. There was no difference between Ireland and England.
Oh, no, they're both idiots.
All right.
In the chant.
Right.
In the chant.
One awesome place and then England. All right.
Dublin kills Birmingham, dude. Who's going to Birmingham over Dublin? No one? Maybe Ozzy Osbourne.
It does make me twitch when you say it wrong, but that's okay.
It's Birmingham, right? How do you say it?
No, it's Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, I'm not going to win this battle.
How's it spelled?
Is
there no H-A-M at the end?
90 seconds in.
Ham?
I mean, not everything is pronounced the way it's spelled.
Lots of things are too, though. And also, yeah, sure. Some countries say things wrong, and some are correct. And
right. Well, I mean, no, but that's okay.
Nobody's going to Birmingham over Dublin, is the point.
That's fine. But can you remind me what language you speak?
English.
That's not a language. Oh, there you go. What was that last word?
Proper North American English.
English. You speak English.
But North America is older than England. Have you seen the map?
Folks, we'll be back in about a week and a half, and after we get Nick some historical education on the.
Just because people from the UK don't know how to say things for some reason doesn't mean, and they're like, oh, because we say stuff wrong, we'll name our country England. Like, it's ridiculous, okay? You just name yourself after the language. That means you say it better. It's a pile of shit, and you know it. So where are we starting here?
So the language came...
The language came from goddamn, like, Greece and shit. It could come from England, mother. You know that. You know it didn't come from England. Whatever. What's the other Latin and all that crap? Okay, so don't be saying England came up with shit. They came up with the name England, and they came up with the vernacular English, and I was trying to steal it. Little by little. I just saw an English band.
Hey, want to talk some wrestling? This.
Oh, I forgot what podcast we were doing. True, right? Angry, true, though.
No.
All what I'm saying is true. Who came up with the language? Well, damn well wasn't England. All right, let's go. Raw and SmackDown. What's going on?
Let's let's just get right
What's
into
going
it.
on?
Let's
Like and subscribe.
On SmackDown.
If you think I'm wrong, you're probably wrong, and you know better. Next. Docket. Next.
Let's talk pop of the week.
Little
Nick.
by
I'm
little.
I'm trying. Yeah, I have so much I want to say to you right now, but I'm
Oh.
It's okay, Matthew. He can't hurt you from there. All right.
Who's going first here?
Well, I will go first. Let's talk about the pop of the week because we had a couple of great noises being made from the crowd this past week.
Yeah.
And I say great noises because, oh my God, Logan Paul got almost booed right out of the building. You could barely hear his music when he came.
Yeah, disrespectful. I get it.
They were booing him so badly. Becky opening up SmackDown was loud as hell, and you could tell she was trying not to cry. It's the happiest I've seen her.
No, that's just the famine you see in her eyes. We've had this conversation.
No, it's right. It's the potato famine. Yes, I forgot. John Cena's entrance, he was tearing up a little bit as well. Like just getting the reaction from what we saw, which was really cool. Roman Reigns opening up Raw. CM Punk with the save on Raw.
It was as loud as I was expecting.
Yeah, it was just insanely loud. And then I think what we're going to go with Raw at the end of Raw, with CM Punk coming out for the save, I think is my pop of the night. The only thing that was even that could have been
of the week.
Sorry, pop
of the week.
Pop of the week. Thank you. Sorry,
mentioning
just a pouring
the week.
I don't know words.
I know.
But I did
know
that at the very end of Raw with Jay Uso super kicking Punk and hitting the turnbuckle. Man, he is so loved everywhere he goes. It's insane. So I could decide between Punk coming out for the save and the very end of Raw with Jay on the turnbuckle. So I don't have to pick. I'm going with Raw. That's my pick.
Wrong.
All right, please tell me.
Wrong. Cena and Becky on SmackDown. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand your vernacular English. Little by little. I mean, it's close.
Is that your word of the day? You've used the word vernacular.
I like it. It's a nice word. Comes from
bathrooms.
The Greeks.
Calendar of the word of the day.
It comes from the Greek vernaculism.
All right, well, this feels right though. At least we're disagreeing. This at least this feels natural.
Cena or Becky? It
was a super loud crowd.
I mean,
man.
Cena cheered the crowd cheering over Logan Paul for Cena. Well, Logan Paul was talking on SmackDown. Was head and tails louder than anything on Raw. There, it was.
I did like the Logan Paul getting mad at the crowd for swearing in their chanting because he's like, they bleep it out on TV and that means they can't hear what I'm saying, and it's absolutely true. So that was great.
That's a little backstage,
right.
A little bit bye-bye. So I'm gonna give it to Becky because she's the best. So I'll just say Becky. Becky and Cena, they were close.
I'm giving Becky a lot of love this week. I'm definitely showing her some love, so it won't be the last time we mention her name. All right, so let's move on to promo of the week. What do you got for us?
This comes down for me to again Becky and Cena. Honestly, and I'm talking. Becky. You could pick promo of the week for Becky. Becky might have had 3 pops of the week, but I'm saying the SmackDown one was the highest. Her promo with what's her name, Bella, great. But I'd still say the one in Ireland was better on SmackDown. No, I don't know if it was better. It got ruined by freaking Tiffy time and Jax and stuff. But her saying that the best thing coming out of Birmingham died a month ago was genius. Genius stuff. Her saying she deserves a parade. I'd rather, my preference would be a statue on Grafton. All good stuff. and she's dissing Dublin the whole time, but just showing respect as well by knowing these places, right?
Yeah.
Becky makes history every single time she enters the ring. Should have got a parade. We're seeing the greatest woman heel in the history of wrestling right now, and it's special. Becky's special right now.
I mean, it was enough. I usually don't, pick the bad guys. I'm usually more critical of
Bad
them.
guy.
But this week, Becky's a bit of a bad guy. She's a bit of a jerk.
It's always funny the people that tell the truth of the bad guy, and then history books get written, and next thing you know, the truth is untold or whatever. Go ahead.
We started off so well. I hate to agree with you, but I'm going with Becky on SmackDown. They chanted "You deserve it," and she's like, "You don't deserve it. You don't deserve me. Dublin doesn't deserve a TV taping."
Best.
She said she would try to get the show canceled. Right? None of you have a face for TV.
Petition to get the show canceled.
Yeah,
you don't deserve it.
Like I'm your hero, and I shouldn't have to tell you I'm my hero. That's not how heroing works. Which is always a great line. Now, and I should get a massive, shut the F up chant.
Now that girl knows proper English. Not being anywhere from England, by the way.
And I love the last few times she's spoken. She said it on SmackDown and Raw. I'm the greatest woman wrestler there is. It's not just me says it. Other people say it, right? Sports Illustrated said it. That's an
American publication.
And on top of that, I have a very, very hot husband. Whatever she's doing right, hot American husband. And whatever she's doing right now is gold. And I have the exact words written down in front of me. Ruined by Tiffy and Nia. Oh, and Jade.
Same thing. I have one of the best heel promos on wrestling ever, interrupted by Tiffy, I think I wrote.
Yeah.
But
it's very disappointing. All right. So SmackDown for the points on both of us there.
Little by little. All right, what's next?
All right. Up next, we have Move of the Week.
There we go.
So for me, I have an honorable mention for Tiffy. She does swan time outside on the Becky and Nia.
It's almost a holy shit, but yeah, she kind of messed it up.
She didn't jump far enough. It looked like she almost broke her back. Right? And there was a very cool sequence. It was three different reversals into a power bomb with JD McDonough and Dragon Lee on Raw. That was a really cool move. And AJ Styles also did a really cool counter into Styles Clash versus Finn. But I'm gonna give it.
Well, I wonder.
Move of the week to Yeah, who do you think? Because this is out of left field for me too.
Montel Wilson.
Yes, that's it. Montez Ford. His frog splash on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Montez Ford. His frog splash was insane. And I know he does it frequently, but the height, the way he landed, the way he bounced off of it, everything was beautiful and perfect. So that's another point for SmackDown this week. Montez Ford, you friggin' genius. That was a beautiful move.
Wrong!
What do you got? Of course.
I do want to say, though, wait, who are we talking about? You're talking about Ford from
Street Profits. Ford. Yeah.
Never mind. But also wrong. Wrong! It was a good moonsault.
What do you got for
a good moonsault in a ridiculously rushed, sillily fast. The last 20 minutes of SmackDown were way too rushed, dude. Right?
It was quick. It was
the freaking women's match. What was that? There was 6 minutes left? They bring Drew down.
Yeah.
There was 10 minutes left when that or 14 minutes left when that tag team match you're talking about started. I was like, well,
yeah.
I thought there was a main event.
Yeah.
Usually main events are 20 minutes
right?
at least, right? It was just like, well,
yeah, it went.
You can only have Cardell in the ring so long before botching something, I guess. I got move of the week now. And you said the Boons. What'd you say?
I said the Frog.
Wrong.
By Montez Ford. Okay. What do you got?
I mean, I'll give an honorable mention to the JC standing moonsault. JC Mathew. Yep. Sounds like Kid Rock, kind of. Mathew. Or maybe, yeah, Kid Rock. Mathew. His standing moonsault was pretty cool. Charlotte's walkover freaking clothesline looked awesome. But I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Charlotte's moonsault was one of the most beautiful moonsaults I've ever seen in the history of moonsaults.
she does have a good
And that one
moonsault.
was just picture perfect. It's like the moonsault you show people when you want to teach them moonsaults. It was perfect.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah,
look
you're
at
not
it,
wrong.
just
It
a
was
perfect
she.
circle, like just perfect, perfectly landed. Charlotte Flair
Yeah,
move of the week.
she's been
Charlotte.
doing that for years. It's
Oh, I
good.
know, but that
It's
last night,
perfect.
or I mean, I watched it today. So Fridays, it was just incredible. I just noticed. I'm like, holy crap, that was incredible. I mean, there's also like the sit down Liger bomb almost killed JD. That was pretty nuts.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
close.
Yep.
That was a cool move, but I wouldn't. It was almost a fumble, so I don't really want to. I don't know. It was pretty close to an F up. Um,
Yeah.
wrong. What are we doing next? Ouchie now.
All right. So now we got the ouchie. What hurt the most this week?
Hmm. Hmm. JD drop kicking Dragon Lee as he came from the top rope looked like it hurt him a lot. He's got a big head, so it's easy to hit that head.
Yeah.
But I think LA Knight's boot to the face, the Braun there was he did like an out of nowhere boot. He just stood up and boot him in the face, and he flipped. It
He
was
connected hard.
beautiful. That was
He connected hard.
beautiful, and it looked like it snapped his head back quite a bit. So I'm gonna give it to LA Idiot. Yeah. And
So
LA
I
Knight
had
was on
two.
another level in that match. This week he was on a different level. I don't know what he
It was a
took, if
good
he had a
match.
couple of freaking hits of little nose candy on him, but he was rolling. He was wrestling like somebody 50 pounds lighter.
I mean, I think he's realizing that he's got to step up his game if he's going to compete with Jey Uso and CM Punk and all these guys in the main event. If he wants to be a main event player, he's got to really,
It's not just the words.
yeah, yeah, he's got to do what he can do in between the ropes, So interesting that Liger bomb I had as an honorable mention, but such a random one for me, and I'm giving it to Damian Priest, who threw Aleister Black out of the ring. But it was the way Aleister landed completely on his side with his legs first, or his thigh first. And like I rewound it a couple of times. The thud that came out of that was just cringy and sounded awful.
There's another thing that happened
I'm
right
going
at the
with
end of
that.
SmackDown in the last like 15 minutes. They like squeezed so much in that last 15 minutes of SmackDown. That was one of the matches, right? Or not matches.
Well, and it was a non-match, but yeah,
Just so stupid. I don't know why they did
it
it like that.
replaced it replaced the
Well,
match.
because our truth
So
accidentally went to uh, what was it? Where were they?
he went to Dublin,
Dublin,
Georgia,
Georgia.
and yeah,
So I guess like our truth, serious our truth, that's done.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Like
so
this is not a start of him just being himself
when
again.
you're away, right? Cena and him had a backstage little chit chat, and Cena essentially called Truth out for doing exactly what Cena had just done. So it was very tongue in cheek, but he was like, Truth was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. About 9 months ago, 6 months ago, you changed, and some things happened, and you became a bit of a jerk, and now you realize the crowd loves you, and you're going to be you." And yeah. Basically, he just told his own story, seen his own story, but projected it onto Truth. And he's like, "Oh, I'm back!" And then he walked away, and it's like, all right, so we got idiot Truth back again. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on there.
I'm fine with funny truth
Um,
being back. It's just such wasted possibilities that
yeah. Oh, 100%.
they
For sure.
ruined them both. Anyway, I mean, we went into this last week about Cena. You might as well
Yeah.
just take everything I said about Cena's shit and just put it on
Yeah.
Twitter. Like it's just a
Yeah. Just yeah.
completely unthought out, missed opportunity. They had a homegrown we want truth situation going on, which is rare to be able to get
Yeah.
like it's like a Daniel Bryan thing, not as big of course, but like
Mm-hmm.
man, they could have really knocked it out of the park and they did not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Agreed.
anyway, they could have given him a match. Like
All
Truth
right.
can wrestle. Like every time he's acting all mean, and every time the guy wrestles, he just gets jobbed.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
So the next one is our holy shit moment of the week. I don't have one.
Wrong.
All right.
RKO to Drew. Holy shit. That crowd popped for that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I'm not going to add that in myself. I'm going to go with no point for either one on my end.
Wrong.
There's no way I'm going to agree with you twice in a 10-minute span. So screw.
I know another which could be a holy shit, but I'll save it for later.
Okay. So now we got the best segment. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I have surprise down further.
All right, whatever. Best backstage segment.
Just a segment, right? Because we talked about
or segment, whatever you want to call a segment. And I'm assuming yours is wrong.
Well, I mean, you might be happy with one. I was trying to pick two. I have two different ones. One being the whole R-Truth went to Dublin, Georgia instead of Dublin, Ireland.
It was pretty funny.
That's a classic R-Truth, man. Just classic. And the other one was the Becky and Nikki Bella back and forth. Just Becky being on her game. You know, we already talked length about her.
See, I still call that a promo, I guess. You can call it whatever you want. Backstage segment, sure. But that's kind of a promo. I don't know what, like, it's tough to, like, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It's both.
It is. But I'm
because it's just a two-person promo.
Truth.
But
yeah,
I'd let you have it.
Well, I'm going to give it to Truth anyways, as that, because that's more of a segment that doesn't fall into any other category. So we're going to go with that one. What about you?
Mine's CM Punk backstage getting interviewed with the line, "I will paint my masterpiece with your blood in Paris." Beautiful.
That was good.
Beautiful.
That was good.
Great little.
I know. I've said CM Punk stuff way less than I usually do. Yeah,
I didn't have a lot going
about
on.
It, but it just wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough.
That's kind of why I called it a segment,
right.
I guess. It wasn't long enough, but it was just little backstage. A little backstage.
What about our fail of the week? The most cringy thing for the week. What do you got for us?
I mean, I don't know if there was a lot. I almost want to like the shortness of the matches was the fail on both shows.
Just SmackDown in general.
SmackDown too, but
both shows.
It seemed like Raw, other than maybe one match which I'll bring up in a minute. All of them were rushed. Everything seemed rushed, or they were trying to fit too much in, or whatever. It was like the Saturday night main event vibe to it. Where like, did we have any matches over 10 minutes? It was just like, I don't know. Like I guess it'd be SmackDown did the most, I guess, but like Raw also did it, and it was just everything was short. Like even the main event was 5 minutes. Like that was SmackDown. What was the main event on Raw?
That was.
It was the Braun.
LA Knight and Braun Breaker.
So I mean, I guess that one wasn't quite as rushed. So I guess you give the credit to Smack. I mean, I'd say both, but sure, SmackDown did it most. So sure, toss the minus on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other one would be the Cargill and Tiffy backstage segment.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But I mean, we say them every week, so.
Yeah, well, I was trying to think of something different, and I don't know what was going on here, but I'm going to call this one out. I'm going to call it a fail, and that would be Piper Niven's shirt. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, she was wrestling Charlotte, and I don't know if that was the tanner or what, but Piper, after about 5 minutes of wrestling Charlotte, her sleeve from like here to here was brown. And like just like she dipped it in like wet sand or something like that, and it obviously had come off of Charlotte. She must have just put the tanner on or something like that. It was all over Piper's shirt. It was disgusting and very noticeable.
Yeah, because it would have to come off of.
That's a fact.
I don't see Piper doing the spray tan. Maybe she's just
no. It was definitely she got it from Charlotte because it was on her sleeve of her shirt, her long sleeve shirt, right? So it's when she's grabbing Charlotte, she's got it. it just rubbed off from Charlotte. And I think it was her face, to be honest. It was a headlock, and there was so much makeup, foundation, and tanning solution.
And white shirt, blazing white.
You could see after Charlotte had a big like white patch here, like you could tell something got wiped off, and it was.
Well, how do you know? How do you know Piper was just happened to be home and drank too much Guinness and she just sweated brown? Been there, done that.
I mean, it is fair. She is to
be fair.
You know, to be fair. That's a good point. All right, so now we've got to our biggest surprise of the week. What do you got for us?
I mean, let's just continue with Piper. Piper beating Charlotte. That was. I mean, I don't know what other surprise happened. Was there another surprise?
Yeah. So I had an honorable mention of Kofi beating Penta.
Kofi beating Penta, I had that written down too.
So Kofi beating Penta
and that was Raw, right? Kofi,
yeah,
and another rushed match on Raw. That match could have been a beautiful 20-minute masterpiece. Those two.
I didn't feel like it was like it was short, but it was. I didn't feel like it was rushed, but.
It was like 7 minutes, dude.
There was a commercial break in there. It was long enough to have a commercial
break. They like hit him, and then he went to commercial break, and he came back and fought for fucking 4 minutes. What are we talking about right now? Son of a bitch.
All right.
What's next?
Well, either way, we're giving SmackDown the love on that one as well. SmackDown seems like it's pulling away.
SmackDown was the superior.
We're up to the storyline of the week. What's our favorite storyline in the week?
I got 3 words. Well, you go first.
I assume it's going to be about Becky, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna still give it out to the Vision and everything that they're doing over on Raw. So Raw's gonna get the point for me, and that's solely because they're involved in several sub storylines. You've got the
Shula Fella
and the Shula Fella, which is the most ridiculous thing, and yet it's brilliant at the same time. It's so frustrating.
I did like it when Roman was like, "You're Samoan? That means I own your ass."
Yeah, that does not mean I own you. Yes. So right, but they've got individual feuds with Roman, CM Punk, Jay, and LA Knight. They've got the Fatal 4-Way with Seth and those guys I just mentioned as well, minus Roman. Right. You've got the opportunities from tag matches. There's like 4 or 5 different ways this can go, or 4 or 5 ways it is going. You know what I mean? So I'm highly invested, and I like the way this is going. And I just feel like, you know, the Vision are going to dominate for the next year or two, and the fall of Seth Rollins is going to be glorious. I just don't know who's going to be the one to take it from him, whether that's Punk or whether that's Ron Breaker, right? You never know. But I mean, it's something's going to happen, and it's going to be huge. But we're going to have to bide our time.
Becky. It's all Becky. I guess it'd be. I don't know if that's a SmackDown point because she actually did more on SmackDown with having a match as well.
She did more on SmackDown.
So I don't know if you're going to give it to. Maybe this is like just a point to both of them. But Becky.
I'll give it to SmackDown, actually.
Becky.
Yeah, she killed it. She killed it on.
She's the funniest. She's the best performer. SmackDown. She can get her hometown to boo her while she holds a belt. I mean, she's a masterful right now. It's a masterpiece, and I'm kind of excited for Bayley to come back right now with her going crazy. Maybe they'll hook up.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know if Bayley's going to join the Six because she's getting a bit creepy. But because she's hearing voices and all this stuff. Did you see it at one point when Julia was talking to
Nikki Cross on the stairs?
Yeah, these little. Six is doing it right now too. I mean, I don't have them on my list or anything, but I'm happy to see them just kind of pinching them in instead of forcing them on us. I like that.
Yeah.
But Becky, I mean, man, I just watch her all day. The best. Dublin.
All right, so now we're we're getting to quote of the week. So you can go ahead. You want to go first?
Find it. Ouchie. Where is it? Oh, quote. I'll give you an official update on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is a little bitch was pretty good. You know, if I want attention, I don't have to go naked at the Oscars to get it from Logan Paul. The best thing to come out of Birmingham died a month ago. Again, I brought that up before. You're not a dog. Why are you acting like such a little bitch? By Nikki Bella was a pretty good quote.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to Dom. Don't trip, chocolate chip.
Don't trip, chocolate chip. That's a good one. That's a good one. I will say.
He says that to Finn Balor. He's talking to Americano there. Don't trip, chocolate chip. That's the one I laughed at the most because it was so stupid.
So they had a lot of good quotes.
Yeah, I could have written down more.
Right. So I have the Wait Your Samoan, so you belong to me. I don't know why, but I really liked the end of LA Knight's promo to Braun Breaker when he looks at the camera. He's like, "Woof woof, dummy."
Yeah,
that was great. Becky with her, typical British behavior. 800 years of oppression of my Irish people isn't enough for you.
I wrote that one down.
I thought you'd appreciate that one. I did like Cole. So I couldn't quite understand the amount. So I'm just going to say 20,000. Like, 20,000 people here. While Finn was like stretching out and showboating. And Corey's like, yeah, all 20,000 trying to count all of Finn's abs. I think they're in the double digits.
That's pretty good.
Because, again, Corey is a brilliant human being. And someone I usually find a little cringy, but I'm going to give it to her. Nikki Bella on Raw. She's talking to Becky, and it was, and again, I think Becky kind of made it. So I get.
I mean, Nikki did well.
But she's like, you cheat, you're cheap, and you may be a champion, but you're also one other C.
That was good stuff.
And there's a pause, and everyone's like,
yeah.
And she's like, you're a coward. And Becky's the tour of, that's the worst than the other C word.
Way worse than the other C word I thought you were going to call me. Yeah, that was good.
I thought that was excellent. It was so funny and really well done. So I'm giving it to, between Nikki, Bella, and
we'll see how Nikki. I mean, we've seen Nikki in like 2 matches. One was shite and one was okay. So we'll see if she's hitting those practice mats. I think she is. I mean, the promo was great.
Her second match was much better.
That's what I mean.
Her second match was
the first one was like ouchie, but
all right, so before we move
on, have we done ouchie yet?
I'm going to come to a ouchie. Yeah.
Oh, I forget. I'm so tired. What are you doing? You going to get a soapbox?
So yeah, I'm gonna talk about something that you hate that I absolutely love, and those are the chants of these beautiful Europeans and my people. All right, my people.
No.
Throughout
I saw the Canadian flag. So I don't know what the other weird flag was.
There's a Canadian flag and a St. George's cross.
Isn't that like isn't that where you're supposed to put your teapot on that cross right in the middle? It's folded up. That's that's a tea holder, teacup, tea bag, tea cock.
That's exactly it. You're saying all the right things. Yeah, nailed it. So I want to run through just a chance for the last 2 shows. So you had a nice shut the F up to Becky along with a few others. They're constantly yelling, "Who are ya?" Which is basically like, you're an insignificant person.
Yep.
Type of meaning.
Disrespectful. I get it. Yeah.
The fact that the crowd chanted "We want Miz" during the Mellow Miz Motor City Machine Guns match, I was very surprised by that. Was chanting "We want Miz." He got a lot of love. And then Charlotte versus Piper, there was a "We want Chelsea" chant.
Was there?
Which I thought was great. Yeah. We had an "F you Logan" chant, which was interrupting Logan Paul constantly, and that's when he, as I mentioned before, he's like, "You guys can't swear because it blocks it out on the TV, and then people can't hear me talk." But he also got a good wanker chant, which I haven't heard like even the last year when they're beginning of the year when they're in Europe. No, that's the first wanker chant I've heard, which makes me really happy. Their Drew McIntyre, was almost deafening. It was super loud. They loved themselves some Drew. One I've not heard before is If You Love Roman, Stand Up. When he came out to open Raw, we're like 6 minutes in and he hasn't said anything yet, and they're all chanting "If You Love Roman, Stand Up." The whole place stands up and is cheering. I love that stuff. I thought it was really cool. There was an "F you Seth" chant during Roman promo, which Roman agreed with. I really liked the "Give His Shoes Back" chant. Bronson Reed when him and Roman were talking. Give his shoes back. To end Raw, it was "Seth's a pussy," which I thought was fantastic. But my favorite chant of the entire week goes to the folks in Birmingham. JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee. Your head's massive. And that was, God bless these people for the chance that they have. All right. That's
so mean and
mean
and disrespectful, all of them. The poor guy has a head growth situation. Probably gets bullied all the time. Now he's got to deal with these people that like soccer, chanting soccer chants at his double. His head's double the size of a soccer ball. Let's be serious. But it's pretty mean. Poor old Logan can't say a word because they're cursing like they they dropped out in grade 3 or however you would say that in the UK, grade 3. Is that the English accent? 3.
We don't have grades. We didn't have grades growing up.
Oh, so it's grade D?
No, it's year 3, third year.
What if you have to repeat year 3? Because it's year, so it's still year 4, even if you have to repeat it.
No, it is the third progressive year in the school, in your school career. But also,
real good
when I was growing up,
vernacular.
No one failed. No one failed when I was growing up, and we had people that should have failed.
Oh, they just didn't fail people like they do now.
They
don't
people
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys started that shit. You guys started woke back in the 90s. Great, another kick in the ass to the English, you bunch of wankers.
Are you allowed to say that?
Wanker?
Not being English?
They say it in Ireland.
Okay.
I'm 25%.
Fine, whatever. All right, so now we have the standout of the week, who to watch, which I have written down a total of 0 people on this.
I was just going to give it to LA Knight just because, I feel like he's really picked it up.
Well, I like that.
He's just his match was he's an idiot and I hope he falls downstairs or whatever, but he was moving and he seemed like he was 10 years younger. It just seems like he's working on it. And if he continues having matches like that, he might get some headway in that championship run that he would like to have.
Wow, handsome Nick Hanlon coming around on LA Knight.
Yeah, I'm honest, unlike English people.
Is that what it is? All right.
That 800 years of thing that Becky said, that isn't true. So, we get into some of the lies that got into that fucking shit.
You're so fired up you couldn't even finish.
It is true.
Yeah, 800. Becky.
800. Mean. English. True. Manipulative. Lying to people to get people to fight. We know it's true. All right, next.
All right, next.
So you didn't have a standout? Not giving it to Tiffy or anything?
No.
JD?
Not even
no JD?
But I will tell you who my match of the week is.
Is that where we're at now?
And yeah, we're at match of the week. We got 2 left. Match of the week and wrestling of the week. So match of the week for me, hands down, not even close, mainly because there wasn't a lot of competition. It was a lot of quick matches. But match of the week, hands down, JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee. Holy crap. I enjoyed every second of that match. It was so good. They're so athletic. The moves looked crazy. I thought Dragon Lee had killed JD 3 times in that match. Yeah, fantastic. Okay. To me, there was no other option.
Before I get started, I take my hat off. 1 second.
Yeah, tell me how wrong I am.
The match of the week is Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez. It's very obvious that was clearly the match of the week.
Really? I don't know if I like that at all. No, I'm just kidding.
I felt like the JD one was, again, another 7-minute match. I mean, that backflip knee by Roxanne, man, that could have been easily move of the week. Razor's Edge by Rhea could have been easily move of the week. I thought it was a great match. You know, Io comes down to save the day. That's another. That storyline I give it second place for the Becky stuff. The Io Sky damage control Rhea Ripley stuff. You know, now damage control's all jealous and yada yada. Like, that's good stuff, and I want to see the porn version of it.
Oh my lord.
So that's how I feel about that. And you can't disagree.
Slide on past that one.
I'd rather Razor's Edge me right in the ass. All right, let's go.
All right. So it comes down to, hey, who's your wrestler of the week? What do you got for us? I mean, I think we might have the same one this week.
Yeah, it's R-Truth.
Yeah,
pretty obvious. No, it's Becky. I'm Becky. I'm Becky.
Yeah.
Becky.
Easily Becky.
Easily
Becky. And I'm giving the point to SmackDown.
Agreed.
She did do more on SmackDown, and that's how we did it earlier as well.
She was SmackDown this week. I mean, the promo with Nikki was awesome, but the SmackDown promo was better. I mean, she had the very rushed match, but she had the match, and then she did some backstage stuff even on SmackDown. I mean, she was all over the place on SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown was in Dublin. That's like her home base, right? So it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if she's from Dublin or where she's from, but I know she's from that part of Ireland. She's from the non-UK Ireland, right? And it's just the way she can orchestrate the crowd. There's very few that can do this, and Cody Rhodes is one of them. I don't know. I guess we don't know if we can get if Cody can get people to boo for him. We'll see. Time will tell on that one. But the fact that Becky can get them to boo her is impressive.
Well, it's funny. I've seen an interview with Becky recently where she's like, "I love pissing people off. I love getting the crowd to be angry. She's enjoying it." And yet, I've also recently, I think it was on Cody's podcast with Nikki Bella, where Cody was like, I never want, like, I'm no good at it. I don't want to ever have to try and get the people to boo me. So two very different perspectives on two people who are at the top of their game in what they do with Cody and Becky. So they have a passion for the way their character is right now, and which is probably a big reason why they're doing so well.
100%. They're in it, man. Right. And I think Cody's full of shit a little bit. I think he's just singing that. I think he knows he can do it. I think he knows he can do it well.
I mean, sure.
I think he knows the money is in where he's doing. Like, if he's got to do, you can almost do a few more years of Cody, Super Cody. I think the smart thing would be a while. I'm so glad he's champion right now. I mean, that Cena run was just torture. It was torture. It was torture.
So what's that? What's that done here for our scoring? So
I just have one more thing while you're doing
to play with.
While you're what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I was gonna say you had 2 more points to play with because I didn't have a holy shit moment or a who to watch.
Well, you didn't have either.
Standout wrestler. I didn't have either, so that's 2 less points.
I mean, you could even give like the Mellow Miz a stand. I mean, a stand-in. I mean, the way their chemistry and now like they're kind of laughing at each other when they tag each other in and out. Week. Oh, you did those 2 last week?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did those 2 last week.
The chemistry was different this week with those 2. I have just marked down where they're kind of laughing about it a little more instead of hating each other. I mean, it was interesting because they're like, I don't know, they seemed like they were having fun doing it, and they're openly having fun.
And Mello defended Miz too beforehand as well, even though it was kind of obvious Miz was like, trying to take the spotlight sort of thing. So yeah, I think Melo's okay with it, and like you said, yeah, they were kind of laughing and joking throughout their match, which is
Because Melo ain't
um,
getting no heat from the crowd, so he needs to be with Miz for a little while.
I think so. So I ended up giving Raw a 4 and SmackDown a 5, although I felt like SmackDown should have taken more points. I don't know what happened there. And same with you. You end up with Raw with 5 and SmackDown with a 6. So totals gives Raw 9 and SmackDown an 11. SmackDown is the better show this week on paper when we talk about
He even got cringe. It might have got 2 cringes. Where was your cringe? Oh no, because it lost 2 points even.
Yeah. So SmackDown also lost 2 points for being cringy. So that could have been 13-9 at one point before.
I agree with that. I thought SmackDown was better. They were both fine.
A couple of good shows. I'd recommend them for,
I enjoyed them.
For the entertainment value of the crowd and because this show's much better when everyone's into it, right? Unfortunately, the wrestling itself just seemed a little rushed across the board.
It's just because they don't go there too often, right? So just cramming so much stuff in. And it's kind of like the main event, Saturday Night Main Event. They don't do them too often, so they put as much in as possible. Triple H needs to be starting to think about just quality shows because I know they can do it, but these 7-minute matches,
Friday,
you got to have one 20-minute. Like the main event of SmackDown being 5 minutes is so annoying. They're in France on Sunday, I think, right?
As well, yeah. So they're in Lyon, France on Friday, and wherever France, Paris, I guess, for Sunday.
Yeah, and that's at like noon, I think.
I think the pre-show's at noon, 2 p.m. Eastern.
I get the Black Keys that day. I'm probably gonna just watch it after.
I'll be rolling out of bed and watching it with the kid live.
Yeah, I probably won't do that because I gotta get ready for stuff. We might go to the X or something. I don't know. Let's go to the XO, baby. 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 I love that song. I know all the words. Anything else? Let's go to the X. Oh, baby. No?
No.
Now. Now. Every dog is licking my leg right now. Come here, Larry. Come say hi to the crow. Oh my God, the thumb dog.
Hi, Larry.
Hello.
Hi, Larry.
You know what he's got to say to you? Wrong. Wrong.
Larry, be nice.
Wrong. Oh, you're stiffing his dick right in my arms. Isn't that nice? All right, I'll put you down now. Put you down. Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. If you like what we do here, like and subscribe. If you don't like what we do here, just keep it to yourself. A good idea is just to put it on while you're not home, so your dogs and stuff. Like I have a really soothing voice for dogs, and Matt, cats for obvious reasons. So Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. Just keep in mind, and if anything ever illustrates that, this episode does. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. Catch you on the flip side. Flip side. Bye.